Welcome to A Bit of History. The topic today is Shay's Rebellion. Today, we will explore Shay's Rebellion, a significant event in early American history that profoundly influenced the development of the United States Constitution. Shay's Rebellion occurred between 1786 and 1787, primarily in western Massachusetts, including towns such as Springfield, Worcester, and Northampton. The rebellion was driven by severe economic distress following the American Revolutionary War. Farmers, many of whom were veterans of the war, faced crushing debt due to high taxes imposed by the Massachusetts government intended to repay war debts. Additionally, creditors aggressively pursued debt repayment, often threatening foreclosure and imprisonment for those unable to pay. This economic hardship sparked resentment and anger among rural citizens who felt marginalized by distant governmental elites who seemed indifferent to their struggles. Daniel Shays, a former captain in the Continental Army and a farmer himself, emerged as the rebellion's leader. Under his leadership, roughly 4,000 rebels took direct action to disrupt the judicial process. Their primary tactic was shutting down local courts to prevent them from conducting debt hearings and ordering land seizures. By halting the judicial process, the rebels aimed to pressure the state legislature to enact debt relief measures and reform currency policies. The rebellion reached its climax in January 1787 when Shays and approximately 1,200 of his followers attempted to seize the federal arsenal at Springfield, Massachusetts, hoping to capture weapons and ammunition. The Massachusetts State Militia, numbering around 3,000 and funded by wealthy merchants, quickly confronted the rebels. The ensuing conflict was relatively brief but violent. 4 rebels were killed and about 20 were wounded. The militia successfully repelled Shay's forces, scattering the remaining rebels and effectively suppressing the rebellion. The significance of Shay's rebellion extended far beyond Massachusetts. It highlighted critical weaknesses in the Articles of Confederation, the first governing document of the United States. The federal government under the Articles lacked the authority to levy taxes or maintain a standing army, severely limiting its ability to address domestic disturbances. Consequently, many American leaders, including George Washington and Alexander Hamilton, saw the rebellion as a vivid illustration of the urgent need for a stronger central government. In response, delegates convened in Philadelphia later in 1787, motivated in part by the turmoil exemplified by Shay's rebellion. This convention led directly to the drafting of the U.S. Constitution, which established a more robust federal framework capable of addressing such crises. Shay's rebellion serves as a pivotal example of how domestic unrest can influence political reform and constitutional development, underscoring the ongoing tension between federal authority and popular dissent in American history.